blank girl, here we go. Watch me make wearable art. Come watch my videos, paint, create, and watch them twirl. Earrings design blank girl. Watch me make wearable art. Custom, unique, exclusive designs with her in mind. Handmade jewelry by Totally Design.
Hey YouTube family, it's Kesa from Totally Designs, aka Earring Blank Girl, and tonight I'm just gonna paint. I'm gonna be doing a series of different type of blanks on this video on tonight. I may or may not have music in the background. I'm not going to do a lot of talking, but I will do some talking. But rather right now, I'm in a painting mode, so I just want to paint. I just want to enjoy the painting, the music, the vibe, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it as well. All right, I'm going to start off by adding the type of paint that I'm going to be using. So this one right here, again, this is folk art and it is called Antique Gold. I do have my plastic bowl right here. And as you know, y'all, you don't need a paint, one of those paint containers. You can use whatever you have. Use whatever you have, guys. I'm also using cherry. It is by Craft Smart. And if you don't know by now, I do love to mix and mingle my paints with different other. I just love the way it looks. I also have espresso. I'm going to be using a little bit of that. There we go. And I'm just basically setting my paint up right now. I'm going to be using the Tide Pool. And I'm going to get a little bit of that out there. I'm going to add in some green and first yellow, by the way. Righty. And I'm going to have more than enough right here. I do need to open up my camouflage green. I will do that in a moment, but I'm going to add the black in here. Now, I do have this surface metallic charcoal black. I do want to try this one. I do have the other blacks, but this particular one I want to try. I have never tried the black by Folk Art. This will be my first time trying the multi-surface with them, and so I'm just opening it up in the background, guys. Sometimes it's kind of hard to open. Let's see, there we go. All right. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit of that in the bowl. Now, I'm not going to saturate the bowl too much with paint, but I'm going to make it where I have little splotches of it all over in case I just want to play around a little bit. The last thing I think I'm going to add in here is going to be this camouflage green, because I really like that color. Okay. There we go. That'll probably be the last one in the bowl. This is going to equal 7. All right, there we go. I'm going to first start off with my African maps. Well, these are, you know, I don't know if they're African maps. They look like it. If you guys are interested in where I got these from as well, I'll put the link inside of the description. Now, I'm going to do something a little bit different today. I'm going to be using my red. I'm going to be using my red marker today. And I don't know what I'm going to exactly do, but I'm going to think about something to do, that's for sure. Now, if you don't have a ruler, use the cardboard effect or use a piece of paper. Whatever you have handy. Okay, we want to use whatever we have available. Okay, so I'm just going to do some lines up here. I'm just going to do that, and maybe I'll do a line here. I'll do it right there, and I'll go back and redefine my lines later, guys. I may or may not want to add another line right now. I just want to do something like that. Okay. I love the way these markers bring definition to the the piece. So I can literally just, you know, leave it like this, or I can do some more lines. And I think I do want to do like this. I'm just fascinated by how that's going to look. All right. Here we go, guys. So since I've done red, I will start possibly with, I'm going to say gold. I'm going to start with the gold first. Okay. Going to start with that gold. We're going to line it. And again, this is antique gold, by the way. I know I said it in the first part of the video, but it never hurts to repeat it in case someone else says, hey, what are you painting with? Okay, so I'm doing that. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do the other side. I like to do both sides at the same time if I possibly can. I'm not going to say it saves me time. It doesn't. It just, I feel like it helps me maximize the time. I don't think it necessarily saves it. All right, there we go. And then also I can do it at the same time because then I know I'm on the same page. I might forget what I did on one side and then go back to do it, and then I don't know what I have done. Okay. We're going to go on to the next color, and I think the next color will possibly be red. We're going to go ahead and do that red real quick. I'll take this one and do the red. Okay, we're going to put it in there. This sort of reminds me of the 49er colors. That's my team, y'all, if y'all don't know that by now. Every now and then I talk about the 49ers. Okay, there we go. Alrighty, there we go. Okay, I like that. And so then later on, what I will do, I will go back and accent it, okay? Now, do I want to go with a different color here, or do I want to, you know, do some of the same? I'll figure that out as I finish this side here. Okay. I gotta be honest that the multi-surface paint, it actually, to me, does better on the planks. It really does. I'm not saying that the other ones don't, but I really love how this just comes on the paint, on the plank. It's very well, goes well on the surface. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm sorry, guys. Okay. So am I going to just go ahead and keep it gold, or what am I going to do? I think I'm going to go ahead and keep it gold and green. I'm sorry, gold and red, y'all. Gold and red. It's late at night, and I wanted to get some work done on painting. I felt like coming in the house painting. Painting is a definite distraction from all the things that are going on. All right, here we go. There we go. What projects are you guys working on? What's your next project? Or are you doing any projects? I had a thought earlier today. I was like, we're never too old for arts and craft. Like, people always say, oh, that's kid stuff. No, actually it isn't. How do you think we make things? Like, how do you think we became adults and made these fabulous products that we made? Like, how? If no one continues to do arts and craft. You know? I don't know why people think that's just for children. It is not. Okay, there we go. Okay. Adding a bit more color there. I'm going to finish that out. All right, we're going to put that aside and let it dry a bit. And then I will go over the lines again. I'll redefine them. And then at that point, I will decide whether I want to put some rhinestones on here to give it a little bit of depth. All right, I think that came out quite fabulous, guys. I'm not even gonna lie, I love the way that this came out. Okay, so we're gonna put those there for now. Now, I am going to, I'm gonna do another one of these. And then perhaps I will bring out the black. I really love the black, guys. I really do love the black. So let's see, how do I want to do this a little bit differently? Yeah, maybe I can do something like that. It's a little bit different. I'm adding more lines. Okay, there we go. Love it, love it, love it. Now, what colors will I begin with this one? I think I'm just going to do something random. Okay, we're going to clean off this brush right here. Actually, this is what I got this over here for. And smooth that around. Okay. All right, so what do I want to play around with? Oh, let's play around with a whole bunch of colors. Let's just go, okay? So I'm going to start right here in the middle. Well, it's not the middle. It's like almost the middle. So now we have this camouflage. Okay, we got the camouflage together. I'm going to let that dry a little bit. I'm going to add the color in over here. And as you can see, I got my thinner brush so I can go into the little thinner areas better. Alrighty. Okay, there we go. Absolutely adorable. Okay, I'm going to clean that off. I'm going to mess around with some colors. Let me see, what base color do I want to do? Okay, I'm going to add this yellow in there. Oh, a little too much. There we go. Adding that yellow in there. Ah. I'm going to be adding more and more planks to the videos. I'm sourcing more right now. That's beautiful, I think, right there. Yeah, that's nice. Now, we don't want to oversaturate the planks, y'all, because the planks can get a little wonky too. You can always go back over the plank once it dries, just to make sure. Okay, here we go. Now, I'm going to add in, I don't know, what color? Maybe some of that red. Yeah, maybe some of the red. Okay, I'm going to add the red in there. Y'all, look at that. That red just makes it pop, don't it? That red makes it pop, baby. Now, what I could do is either I can go back in and add some yellow to it, or I can kind of freestyle it a little bit and add some other tones in here that I think would possibly make this whole thing pop. I can add the black in, I can add the gold in, I can add more of the green, or I can add like a blue here and then add the yellow at the bottom, or the black, or vice versa. And I don't know exactly which one I want to do at the moment, so I'm thinking. Okay. All right, yellow, green. All right, we're going to add yellow here. I'm just going to do it. Bite the bullet. Bite the bullet. Guys, never be afraid to experiment with your colors. If it doesn't work, it just doesn't work, okay? I think we spend a lot of time worrying about what doesn't work rather than trying what might work. Okay, there we go. Alrighty. Oh, that is so gorgeous. Okay, okay, all right. Okay, we're gonna put that camouflage at the bottom. Sorry, y'all. And I don't know how that green got at the bottom, but we're not gonna worry. I mean that red got at the bottom. We're not gonna worry about that. I'm just gonna continue to clean our brush off. Okay. Alrighty, there we go. Look at that. I think that turned out gorgeous. For some reason, I want to go with that red. That is gorgeous. Wonderful. Okay. Look at that. Guys, that is gorgeous. Okay. Okay, we're going to put these aside and let these dry. And then we'll redefine lines. And then we'll do the back of it. Possibly. Alrighty. Alrighty. Okay, gorgeous, 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 guys. And then I'm just gonna go in here and clean up that area. Yeah, there we go. Clean it up a tad. Okay, now we're gonna come back to these. We're gonna leave these over here for now. And we're gonna come back and redefine those lines here, okay? I'm gonna redefine them. Okay. Alrighty, that is gorgeous right there. Okay. All right. Now I want to do a little bit of a touch up here. A little touch up. And on the lines are right about there. Yep. And here. Okay. We're going to touch up that red too, by the way. And then we're going to let it dry. And while we're letting it dry, we're going to go on to the next one. Okay. There we go. Alrighty. And we're going to let that dry a little bit more. All right, so now we're going on to my next canvas. These make great earrings, guys, by the way. And I may be adding some beads to it. I don't know. I might be adding a whole lot of things to it. Just stay tuned. We'll see what it becomes, what it becomes, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and do something a little bit different now, okay? I'm going to do a little squiggly lines right there. I'm going to also add some more squiggly lines right about here. I'm going to do the same thing right here. I like that. And let's see, I want to kind of do a squiggly right here. Let's do the squiggly. Squiggly there. Look at that, y'all. Then we will do something that way. Okay. All right, now I'm going to mix this with a whole bunch of different colors, guys, just because I feel like it. Now, you guys are going to have to stay tuned to see what this becomes, okay? You guys know how I do it. You're going to have to stay tuned to see what will become of these gorgeous earrings. Or these planks, because we're turning them into fabulous wearable art. If you don't see something out there that you like, make it. If you know, a lot of people, they started making their own items because they didn't see anything on the market that represented them. So they didn't do it. You know, they didn't buy anything. They, you know, had to make their own stuff and they had to resolve their own issue. Okay. Now, I did start off in the middle. That blue was just calling. I like blue. If you don't know by now, blue is one of my favorite colors. Okay, there we go. I'm going to zone in this area right here. I'm going to go like that. I'm going to rub it in a little bit. Ooh, that is so pretty, guys. Really, that is gorgeous. I'm trying to tell you right now. Fabuloso. Alrighty. If you don't like the ornaments that are out there, make you some ornaments. You know, ornaments don't have to just be for Christmas. If you don't like the earrings that are out there, make your own self a pair of earrings. You don't like the clothing out there, make your own clothing, shoes, etc., and on and on. A lot of you guys are sitting on gifts that you have. And I'm telling you to stop sitting on them gifts. Because scripture talks about the man that sat on his gift and went and hid it. He was called a wicked servant. And then God blessed the other two that took the talents that they had and they multiplied it. Listen, use your gifts, guys, okay? Oh my goodness, guys, that is so beautiful. I don't know what this is becoming, but it is becoming something. I don't know what it's becoming, but it's cute so far. All right, let's see what I want to mix it with. Do I want to add some brown to it, guys? Should I add that brown maybe? Should I add the brown or the green or the yellow? Should I add some white to it? I have all kind of colors, but I think I just want to go with the colors I have.
Earring blank girl, here we go. Watch me make wearable art. Come watch my videos, paint, create, and watch them twirl. Earrings design blank girl. Watch me make wearable art. Custom, unique, exclusive designs with her in mind. Handmade jewelry by Totally Design.
I never think about opening these things until I'm in the middle of the video. Oh, let's see what color it is, guys. I'm fascinated. I just want to pull it up. Oh, okay. So it's like a mint color. I don't know if I want to use that on there. So what color should I go with next? Now, I showed you the mint. Maybe I might add mint in there, the mint in there, but I don't think I want to do that. So I'm thinking about black. I'm thinking about all kinds of sort of things. I'm looking at that espresso. Well, let's just mix everything. Let's just play around with some colors. Let's just go. Okay. One of the things I love to do is combine color. That's gorgeous. That's actually gorgeous right there. So we're going to add that to there. This camouflage. Ha. So it look like a little jigsaw puzzle maybe. I don't know. The one thing I don't know what I want to end with this one. This is maybe I can kind of combine these colors together. I'm not sure. I don't know how I want to do that. Okay, so okay. I can do yellow, I can do green. Oh, guys, hold on. I want to do something else here. Just thought about something else. That might be a little too much, but it doesn't matter because I like it. It's a good idea. Okay. So, it might give me room to put a little bit of that red in there right there. And get a little bit of that red in there. I tend to turn it sideways when I'm trying to get in the little cracks and grooves, guys. Yeah. Okay, that's gorgeous. Okay, I love that so far. Yep. I'm good with that. So, I'm going to play around with it some more. That way, if I wanted to add any green to it or whatever I wanted to add to it, it makes much more sense. At least in my mind, it does. Okay. All right. Alrighty. All right, what else do I want to do? Now I can add a little bit of the gold in there if I want to. I can put the gold at the bottom, or I can put it at the top, or I can mix it in a little bit. But what am I going to start this off with? I'll do the yellow right here. And we're going to see how that looks together. just do that. Cool. All right, now, what do we want to do with the other part? I don't know. I don't know what I want to do with it. I really don't know. Because I can put the yellow down in here. I can do the... Oh, you know what? Let's just go with it. Now, have I ever painted something and changed my mind and thought, that wasn't a good idea? Yep. And I'm not really sure if this is a good one either. But guess what? I'm going with it because it just makes sense in my mind to do. Okay. Now, I could go at the top and do that color as well. Why not? I did it already, so let's go. Will I regret this? Possibly. Then again, possibly not. Okay, so that's what I did with it. Now, the irony of this is, depending on how you look at this, this could look like a parrot. And I could put little eyes right here and change the whole dynamic of the whole thing. I really could. But we'll see. You guys won't find out exactly what I do until the next video. Okay? So I'm done with those. I'm going to let those dry. I'm going to do, I'm going to redefine some lines right here. I'm going to just make it a little bit darker. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to do the same thing here. And there. So those are fabulous. This is really done. I'm going to paint the back. You guys are not going to see that, but you'll see it in the next video where I'm actually painting the back of it. Okay. Now, I want to show you these right here because I already have these prepped. These are the ones. And I want to see what I want to do with these. You know, do I want to play around, put some polka dots to it? Really, what is it that I want to gain from this whole thing right here? You know, this is all done. And guys, if you are interested in painted ones, already painted, I do have those in my store. Okay. And these are the ones that I do myself and prep myself. Okay. And if you just want to know where the blanks are, of course, I will put a link. I'll put a link in the chat. Or the description rather. And you can go on and purchase from my link. I am an affiliate with Amazon. And I do earn commission whenever you purchase through that link. Okay. So I have... and this probably will be the last thing I'm going to do on this particular video. I am going to find out if I want to add a sticker to this or not. I want to see if I have stickers that I want to add. And rather than you hearing the noise in the background of me finding the sticker, I am going to find the stickers, come back on, and we're going to discuss what sticker I'm going to add. Okay, so I pulled out a couple of stickers that I like. Those are drying, guys. Don't worry about those. Those we'll be visiting back in the other video. This one I'm going to go ahead and look at. I was looking at, I'm going to show you what I was looking at. I was looking at these right here. These glasses right here. These are super cool. I was really looking at these. Now, whether or not I'm going to do those, I don't know. I might save these for another pair of earrings because it's a little bit too dark for me on this particular one. It's a little bit dark. So, but I wanted to show you what I was eyeballing. Then I have, there's another one I wanted to maybe possibly put on there. Maybe I can put that bottle on there. I don't know that. These are just cool, fun earrings, guys. These are really just cool. I could put Journey on there. That would be super cool. But I was also looking at this. These are just different, but they're cool, right? And then maybe I could add something else on there with it. I don't know. I'm not saying that I'm going with this. I'm saying that I'm thinking about it. And then I could put rhinestones on it. I don't know, guys. I'm thinking about it. I could put, let me take that off of there because that's not going to be fully decided. I'm not going to use that one. I could put a camera on there. Trip time. This is gorgeous. Except that's a little bit too long. I like the airplane. And guys, these are just playful earrings. These are playful earrings that you can play with. There's an airplane on here. I can add some rhinestones around it. There's a lot I can do with this. I just have to figure out which one I'm going to do. So I'm going to show you all of these. I'm going to show you all of these. And let's see what you guys say. So here's the first one right there, right? I'm going to show you these really, really good. This is the first set of stickers I can use. Here is the second set. Okay. All right. I can also use these. Take your time would be cool, or cool with the eyes. I could also do these right here. All of that. I don't particularly like this one. That's why I never used it. I don't like it. I can look at these right here. I can add the heart or that. So those are the choices that I'm looking at. But we won't find out until the next video. I want to await your opinion and see what you think. Hopefully, you guys have stayed until the end of the video. If not, then you're not going to know. At any rate, Earring Blank Girl signing out, and thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next episode.
Earring Blank Girl, here we go. Watch me make wearable art. Come watch my videos, paint, create, and watch them twirl. Earrings design blank girl. Watch me make wearable